Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Newcastle podcast. I am Big Paul, this is teacher Zé.
Hello guys, how are you doing?
Yes, be welcome or just welcome. Today we're going to talk about our top 5 movies of war movies. Zé has his own list and I have mine too. And we're going to discuss about those movies, okay?
Let's go to our list.
But
Sobe a vinheta.
before that, call our vinheta, our intro.
So, my fifth movie, the top 5, we are going in regressive order, yeah? From our least favorite to our most favorite. In my number 5 spot is a movie from Mel Gibson called Hacksaw Ridge. In Português, Até o Último Homem. Great movie. É o mais recente, it's the most recent one from my list, yeah? I really like. I think Mel Gibson is a great movie director, and I think the movie is very beautiful, talking about a pacifist that doesn't want to go to war to kill people. He denies himself to kill people, but he wants to help. Beautiful movie, my number 5.
Yes, I will talk about this movie too because it's on my list.
Very good.
Okay, so in my
Tá na quinta posição ou não?
No, in my 5th position, I chose o resgato.
O resgato.
Ah, o cara é um gato. O resgate do soldado Ryan, que em inglês também é conhecido como... I forgot how they...
Saving
Private Ryan. Yes, private. They call like private in the army.
Private is his position in the army.
Yeah, so saving or rescuing Private Ryan, yes, is in the 5th place of my list. I chose this movie because I think it was one of the most famous war movies. There are many scenes that are used in many contexts when it comes to war.
The opening scene is amazing.
Yeah,
it's the best opening scene. It's the best battle scene in the history of war movies.
Yes.
Saving Private Ryan is not on my list, but I think if it was 10 movies, it would be.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan is good, especially the scene of the beach, you know.
Yeah, Omaha Beach, the first one.
Yeah, because it's about the D-Day, yes?
Yes.
A remarkable moment in the Second World War against the Nazist army.
Amazing movie.
Yeah, amazing movie. So it's in my 5th position. Let's go to the 4th position.
In my 4th position is a movie from a filmmaker that I really like. We made a list about this filmmaker, which is Inglourious Basterds from Quentin Tarantino. Because it's a movie from Quentin Tarantino, it's not a common war movie. Yeah. It's very different than other war movies. First, because there are a lot of dialogues. It's a war movie in Tarantino style, but revenge. It's a war movie, very good, a revenge movie. Very good movie, yeah. You like Shoshana story, yeah?
Yeah, Shoshana story.
Shoshana, you like it very much. Very good movie talking about the revenge of Shoshana and the revenge of the Jews. Yeah, Jews é judeus em inglês, tá?
Okay, in my 4th position, I chose Dunkirk, yes. A very beautiful movie about war. It's...
I wouldn't say beautiful, I would say violent.
Violent, but beautiful and well-produced.
Well-produced.
Good graphic designs. The main character is... I forgot his name. He was from Harry Styles. Yes, I think it was Harry Styles as an actor. One of the main characters, yes. And I like it just so much. So it's in the 4th position of my list.
Yeah, Dunkirk is a masterpiece. I really like it. It's going to be in the future of my list. In my 3rd place, a very old movie, guys. This one most people don't know, but it's a classic, Doctor Strange Love, que é em português Doutor Fantástico, que é um filme com Peter Sellers dos anos 60. Peter Sellers faz 4 personagens no filme. Basically talking about the atomic war, like during the Cold War. There was a period during the Cold War where there was a tension that if a war started, it could destroy the world, yeah? Durante a Guerra, o filme se passa durante a Guerra Fria, era um período de muita tensão, porque se começasse uma guerra,
Já era.
o mundo ia acabar, porque o potencial destrutivo das bombas atômicas era maluco. E o filme é basicamente uma comédia falando sobre uma situação bizarra durante a Guerra Fria que leva a uma tragédia, a um estrago muito
Yeah,
grande.
no spoilers.
Very good movie. Amazing movie from Stanley Kubrick, one of the best directors of all time, Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah. In the third place of my list, I chose Fly Boys, a beautiful movie. It's about, okay, we can say it's not a war like we are used to watching. It's more about aircraft, airplanes in general, aeronautic style, yes. And it's based on the First World War, not the second, especially because they mention a famous pilot, the Red Baron, He was famous during the First World War for German army, and he appears in this movie. I like the story. It's a beautiful movie, so it's in the third place on my list.
I don't like that movie that much, but yeah, it's an interesting perspective of the war. Number 2 of my list is Dunkirk. That was number 4 of Big Paul's list. Dunkirk is a movie of war that since the first scene, since the first moment, you are in the middle of the battle. And that's very interesting about it. There is no other plots. There is no story, there is no backstory. There is no story about the lives of these people outside of war. The movie is war, battle, the whole time, talking about 3 stories happening at the same time in the middle of the Battle of Dunkirk, which is one of the most famous one. Very good movie.
Yes, I agree. In my second position, I chose a famous movie. Yes, I like this movie so much. O Senhor das Armas, ou já vi também traduzido como Mestre das Armas, mas é mais comum como Senhor das Armas.
Warlord.
Warlord, yes. Warlord. It's a perfect movie in my opinion because it's not like how can I say ordinary war movies. It's not only violence all the time. It has a lot of dialogues. It tells the story of the warlord and now the things that happens that made him a warlord, yes.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the title in English, there is a difference in translation. Em português a gente colocou o Senhor das Armas, no inglês é o Senhor da Guerra, né?
Yes.
E é um filme de guerra, eu concordo com você, eu não tinha pensado por essa perspectiva, mas but it's a great movie. Nicolas Cage is great in this movie.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage made it perfect. And it's interesting because it shows us the aspects of the war that nobody pays attention. For example, the bribes, how people buy guns, how the terrorist guys have access to those guns, how the kids in some countries of Africa, they have like Kalashnikov guns,
Yes.
And it's interesting.
It's a big
industry. And it's interesting because it's based in the end of the empire of... It's in the end of the Cold War.
Yes.
When
there was a lot of weapons.
Yeah, a lot of weapons available. A lot of helicopters and missiles, everything, you know. When the Red Empire fell down, the guy saw an opportunity to sell guns. And he was like incredible. And it's
incredible, incredible, like in a bet.
Yeah, like the Nicolas Cage was incredible
doing that, but the character is
the character was
not very cool.
Yeah, not very cool. An interesting point is that he doesn't die. Like he is the warlord, but in the end he didn't die.
Don't spoil.
Come on, the movie has 20 years.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, he didn't die in the end. And he continued to be a warlord, yes.
So, in my first position, a classic one, The Schindler's List. Absolute classic, talking about one of the saddest moments in Second World War in the humankind history, talking about Holocaust, which was a very sad moment in history. It's the best movie from Steven Spielberg. Amazing movie, my first one.
Yeah, I thought to put Schindler's List in my first position as well, but I didn't. I love this movie.
Ah, já até vi qual que você colocou.
But I chose this one because I really like this story. I knew the story of the character before I watched the movie. So when I watched the movie, it was really touching for me. It's Até o Último Homem, like Zé put in his list. In English, we call?
Hicksall Ridge,
Yeah.
que é o nome do lugar onde acontece a batalha final.
Yes, and it's beautiful because it's a biography of Desmond Doss. Yes, the American soldier that saved more than 70 soldiers, like by himself during the war. He was a pacifist. He didn't want to get guns because of his beliefs in the Bible and the 10, how can I say,
Commandments.
yeah, the 10 commandments. It was mandatory, according to one of the commandments, not to kill. So he really respected that thing, and it was beautiful. So,
Beautiful movie.
beautiful movie. It deserves to be in the first position of my list.
Very good, guys. That was our list of war movies. Nice to have you here again.
Yes.
See you in the next podcast. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See you.